Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Great Odyssey. In this dream, I saw that I was sitting in my house. This house was old and was also on rent. I was sitting with a few individuals, and we were all in a room together. Afterwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a flying machine for me and gave me a message saying that there is a place in space and that He Azza wa Jal has called me there. Upon learning this, I become overjoyed that Allah has given me some work to do. I began boarding that machine. Jibreel alayhi salam had also arrived in my house. I glanced at him, but by the time I boarded that machine, Jibreel alayhi salam was already making his way into the room where the others were sitting. Moments after, I embarked on my journey towards that area in space which Allah had mentioned. I accelerated forward with incredible speed and traveled a great distance away from Earth. During my journey, I passed by an area where there was absolute darkness everywhere, and as I peered behind me, I noticed that there was darkness there as well. This didn't stop me, however, and I kept on moving forward. As I was traveling, some evil forces appeared and exclaimed that we must stop him. If he reaches that certain place, then we will be destroyed. And they began attacking my flying machine. After sustaining heavy damage, my ship was completely sabotaged, but I was saved by the help of Allah, and nothing happened to me despite being in outer space. I managed to fly away from the site of impact and then controlled myself to find the way back home. However, I was confused as to which direction I had come from and didn't know which way to go. I eventually estimated a way and traveled towards that direction by using my arms and a lot of force, and gained a great amount of speed. I said to myself, Allah has saved me in space and has allowed me to fly without the need of a machine, and so He will guide me to the right path as well, and I will go straight to Earth and then to my home. I kept on flying and also got scared that if I went astray, then I probably won't ever be able to get back. Suddenly in the distance, I saw Earth and became very happy, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took me to my home. When I reached home, I saw that Jibreel alayhi salam was still sitting with those people. I felt as if he was conversating with those people and telling those people about me. After my arrival, Jibreel alayhi salam glanced over and looked at me. I said, "Why is Jibreel alayhi salam watching me? And why is he still here? I came from such a far distance, yet he is still present. And what is he doing sitting with these people?" After some time, Jibreel alayhi salam went away from there, and those people went away from there as well. After arriving back home, I didn't interact with anyone, nor did I speak to them. I went straight to another room and sat down and started to contemplate. I said, "Why didn't Allah tell me that there was danger on the way? And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had told me this, then I wouldn't have ever went in that direction." I became very sad. I said that I took so much risk, traveled a great distance, used all my energy, and the result was of no avail. Had I known that this would be the outcome, then I wouldn't have ever embarked on this journey. Afterwards, I started to become weak. I traveled to some place and eventually met a man from among those people who were sitting in the room. He questioned me saying, "Qasim, what happened to you? Why are you so sad?" I replied, "Allah gave me a task to do and I couldn't do it. I keep on becoming weaker and this work is beyond my capacity." He responded, "Don't lose hope like this. This difficult time shall eventually subside. You should go see a doctor." I listened to him and went to visit a doctor. The doctor gave me prescription for a medicine. He advised that I eat this medicine to feel better again. Later on, I came back to where I had met that man earlier. Along the way, I thought to myself, where can I get this medicine? I showed the prescription to that individual. Upon seeing it, he said, "I know where to get this from. I will get it for you." and he left to get my medicine. Right after, I went to some place and saw a man building a house, and he was setting it very nicely. Upon seeing this, I said, I wish I had a home like this too. Then I met another person, and I recognized him to be among those people who were sitting with me in that room. And he said, Qasim, we are making a home for you as well. I became very surprised, thinking that they're making a home for me? On which place and why? The guy took me to a place, and I saw some people present there. I recognized them to be the same people who were sitting with me in the house. They were all present, and I said, these are the same people who were with me in the house, and before going on my journey, I was with them. Why are these people doing all this for me? How did they know that I wanted a home? Those people were working with great devotion and honesty. I wondered if they received the message from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they were doing all this work. Then I saw the man who had left to get my medicine. He reached the area with my medicine. Upon seeing that medicine, I said, these are the same multivitamins which my father used to take. I took the medicine and started to watch that house. Upon seeing it, I realized that the house was rather small. I said that this is a small house. Hardly all of us will be able to fit inside, and it doesn't have a lot of space for walking either. I had to build a big house. Then in my mind, the same big house appeared, which I often saw in my dreams. But then I said, it's better than having nothing. For now, we can make do with this house, and then if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, we will also get that big house. These people here have worked very hard to make this small house. I was just standing there, thinking all of this. Then someone approached me and exclaimed that a fight has started at a particular place, and the place which he mentioned was famous. I replied saying, how is this possible? And he replied saying, all this happened very suddenly. You can go see for yourself. When I saw the TV, I realized that he was telling the truth. A fight had started at this famous place. That fight kept on spreading, and it became the ignition for a great calamity. Upon seeing this, I said, this just keeps on spreading. Afterwards, the people who were working with me started to work even more and subsequently started conveying my dreams to the public regarding the events that will occur as I have seen them in my dreams. Witnessing this, I became surprised and I said, these people who are doing all this work are very honest. I also saw that they were conveying the message to the public and advising them to unite, for if they didn't unite, then many Muslim countries would be destroyed from this war. Many people sat around them and began listening to them, and many started to believe them as well. I said to myself that I should go there and see what is happening for myself. When I reached there, a severe fight between Muslims and non-Muslims was taking place. I couldn't understand what I should do. The Muslims were losing very badly. I eventually mustered up the courage to go forward. There was a way leading to some place. I went towards it, and then I reached an open area and became disturbed from what I saw there. The army of the non-believers were gathering and making hard-line preparations. Upon witnessing this, I said that this is the same army which I saw in my dreams when it destroyed Turkey and Saudi Arabia and then advances towards Pakistan. There were many fighter aircrafts, including attack choppers, planes, helicopters, and land troops. And I felt that this army is the army of Dajjal. While observing all this, I said that we Muslims aren't powerful enough to fight this army. I turned back and returned to those people and explained everything to them. I explained that the armies of the non-believers are ready, and this is the time when the non-believers destroy the Muslim countries. They said that this means we don't have much time. Afterwards, these people kept on trying to reach out to even more people with the message and said that the non-believers are planning a huge attack on us, and if we don't use our brains and unite, then a huge calamity will fall upon us. Pakistan will play a great role in this war. The time for Ghazwatul Hind is near. This time, in my dream, I saw that some well-known individuals came by and sat near the people who were spreading the message, and they were listening to the message very carefully. And the dream ends there.